Tonight we have 1,000 points of Bad Moons. Gotta love that yellow. Very excited to try the Bad Moons out in the Arks of Omen detachment. So for the detachment itself, we do have one Warlord is Warboss Bloodgut, and he has the Combi Scorcha and Power Claw. He's going to be paying 1 CP for Brutal but Cunning, because that seems to work pretty good. In the other HQ slot, we have Weird Boy Zappit. He's going to be coming to the battle with Fists of Gork, Warpath, and Smite. In the troops, we have a measly 10 Gretchen, but they are there to grab some objectives. And then we have some knobs. Knobs in a truck. They are truck boys, 5 of them, all with power claws, and the truck has the big shooter. And in the elites, we have 4 mega knobs, all with combi scorchas, and they are going to pay 2 points to be placed in the teleporta. And then, of course, we do have Clank and Clunk, because I can't leave home without them. They're going to be taken as 2 separate units, just because I have to fill out 3 heavy supports. So Clank and Clunk, or is it Clunk and Clank? They all have 3 claws, and then 1 big scorcha on each. And in the other heavy slot, we are bringing the Bone Breaker. So it has 1 big shooter, just because I had some extra points, and the big Death Roller. And last but not least, in the flyer section, we have 1 Daka Jet. It has its just standard loadout of super shooters, so no extra points to buy additionals. So that is it, people. 1,000 points of Bad Moons. Let's see how they do. Up tonight for the Necrons, we have a kind of old school vintage Necron list. John's going to try this one out. He's been wanting to play the old school monolith. We're going to play the new school rules, but it's the old school model. So this is our Arks of Omen detachment led by a Plasmancer. The Plasmancer does have a Veil of Darkness and Hyperlogical Strategist for its Warlord trait. Then we have a unit of 13 warriors, 10 warriors, and 10 warriors to fill out that 3-slot detachment. We also have a unit of destroyers, 2 regular destroyers, and a heavy in there. In the flyer, we have a Doomsai. Gotta love the Doomsai. And then, of course, that monolith. Very excited to see a monolith. I haven't seen a monolith in forever on the table. So let's see how this Necron force does against the Orks. All right, Team Dark Strategies, we are headed into our Ork battle report. I know it's been a while. I've been posting that we'd play it, just a few delays here and there. But we are here today. You saw the armies before the battle report started here. Necrons versus Orks. So we're going to play Desperate Raid, which means we're headed across the short table end. We're starting at the short table ends and going across like a football match. As far as the attacker defender, Necrons won and chose defender and picked this side of the map over here, and that put the Orks on this side. So as far as the train goes, it is crowded, as you can see. It is the Orks industrial yard here. So right here, we have right down the middle, we have 3 line of sight blocking buildings. Boom, boom, boom. If you do get up into them, it is +1 to your save if you're in the footprint on the top sides of these buildings. Kind of kitty corner to each other, we have a big industrial, which is -1 to hit, and -1 to hit way over here. These big silos are also line of sight blocking, so we have 1 on each side. And then, yeah, that's it. The armor crates, that's just typical stuff. As far as the objectives go, 1 here, over there, down the middle, and then on the Necrons deployment. So Necrons deployment, John is fielding the Necrons tonight. We have the destroyers on this side, on the left flank, a unit of 10 warriors, a unit of 13 warriors with the Plasmancer tucked in between them. And then that old school monolith, look at that, how beautiful is that? That's fun to see. Very excited to see how that does in this match. So monolith is kind of center. The Doomsai is poised to head out wherever he needs. And then we have 10 Gauze Reaper on this side. On the Orks, We got Clunk on the very left, heading through the mech workshop. The Weird Boy is kind of strangely placed. The Weird Boy really doesn't fit in this list. He's just there for fun. Some psychic powers. Right down the middle, we have the Bonebreaker. Inside the Bonebreaker is the War Boss Bloodgut. Then we have Clank, also backing up the Bonebreaker right down the middle. We have a unit of 10 Gretchen on the home objective, sitting under this boss's, what do you call that? The boss's tower. The Docket Jet is facing off right across the table against that Doomsday. And then on the right flank, we do have the truck with the knobs inside. The Orks do have 4 Mega Knobs in Deep Strike, and the Necrons have nothing in reserves. They're all out on the table. So let's get on camera the roll for first turn. John rolls. Big 3, okay. See what happens. Okay, we're tied up. 3-3. Oh, double 6. I'll see if I can double your 1. Oh, all right.
You got it.
All right, Orks get first turn. It's probably a good thing, but also maybe a good thing for the Necrons too, because since there is so much terrain on this table, the Orks have to get in the Necrons' face. There's not much shooting involved here. So the goal is to just get out there, hopefully survive turn 1. If not, it'll be a short battle report. So let's get to it. Top of turn 1, big movement phase. Pretty much when you play Orks, especially this particular list, it's the strategy is pretty easy. You just head towards the opponent as fast as possible. So at the end of the movement phase, there was no stratagems played. Just because the Orks don't really have much shenanigans in that regards, at least in the top of turn 1. But we move the Docket Jet straight over. They're going to try and get... If I could bring down 1 destroyer, I'd be happy, even if I wound him. Sure. The big gambit here, the truck full of knobs. Now, the knobs are the truck boys, so they can get out after a move. So the truck moved up, maximum as much as possible. Disembark 3 inches, move 5. It nets us with about a 6.5, which should be a 6-inch charge on this Necron Warriors. It's a risk, but it's not a huge charge range to do. If I can get in, great. If I can't, they'll probably be gunned down. But that's the risk we take as Orks. Clank on this side, he rolled a 6 on his advance, so he's up onto that center objective. And then on my left flank here, Weird Boy Zappit, he just stayed put. He's on the home objectives. Again, he's not really a good fit for this list. I got to figure out what he's going to do. But for now, he's going to score some points. And then Clunk on this side rolled another healthy 6 up the left flank. So he's out in the open, but closer to the enemy. And then the Battle Wagon... on the advance roll, this is the Bonebreaker, rolled a 2. I was thinking about re-rolling that one, but I wasn't going to get really much anywhere in there anyways, so we have plugged that street up pretty good. So in the shooting phase, let's see what happens with the Docket Jet, and then the charge phase will be an important one. Yes, the shooting phase has been concluded. Now there's 1 red dice out here, but not 1 less destroyer. So actually a pretty good amount of hits, but John rolled tons of 4s and 5s on his saves. We did take 1 wound on the heavy destroyer. The big shoot on the truck fired into the Warriors, brought 1 down, but reanimation brought it back. So let's get to that charge. Charge phase, people. This is it. We're going to put this on camera just because this is a big moment in the game. It's already turn 1. So it is a 6.5-inch charge. What we're going to do is roll 6.
Do it.
Roll a 6. So we'll take it, because that'll get me in. I did have Here We Go. 12 would have been better, but I'll take 6. First turn charge, you can't say no to that, ever. So let me move the models, and we'll get to the carnage, theoretically. They all have Power Claws. So I don't know if I can butcher through them all, but we'll see, because this is your big unit, right?
Yes.
So that's 13 strong Necron Warriors. All right, end of charge phase. As you can see, there really wasn't much movement here. So what did I do? 15.
You killed 2.
Yeah, I killed 2. 15 attacks. I only hit 5 times. I did spend a reroll to bring it up to 6, and I wounded 6 times. John made a very healthy roll and only dropped 2 out of that 6. So even with that minus 3, it went through him, but then the reanimation protocols was awesome. And then John did 1 wound back on a knob. So that was kind of lackluster in the cool factor there, but we're stuck in now. We're going to hit into Necrons, bottom of turn 1. Movement phase, this is where John has moved.
It's no longer sticking.
Destroyers?
Destroyers. So the destroyers, all 3 of them moved up right here. Precariously placed.
Yeah, we're
hopefully he doesn't fall.
Yeah, we're doing wobbly model syndrome there,
Yes.
but he's sticky tacked underneath.
Main objective here is this unit of warriors fell back, moving off to the right. Now these guys are all out in the open. This unit of warriors moved up with the pyromancer.
Plasmancer, yep.
Plasmancer, thank you. The monolith stayed still, but these group of warriors moved over. Gonna try to screen that off once going to try to destroy this and maybe also destroy some of the additional occupants in the truck. And then we have the Doom Scythes flying over. It's gonna do a strafing run onto the truck as well. And we'll see how that goes.
Yes. So we're going to do the end of rolls for the Plasmancer and the Mortal Wounds, and then we're going to head right into the shooting phase. Oh, and this is going to be bloody. Look at that. It was worth trying to get into combat because that's what Orks do, but man, it would have been cool to get all these dice rolls on screen, but we're just doing the recap on this battle report. However, John's going to go over all of the things he shot. I think he started over here first with the Plasmancer.
Yes. Plasmancer, we rolled for the mortal wounds for, what is that roll?
The Harbinger of Destruction.
Yes.
Yeah. He doled out 2 mortal wounds, killed 1.
Mm-hmm. Then he shot his lance at them, dealing, I think he killed 2 more.
Killed 2 more knobs. And then this unit of 10 rapid fired into him.
Rapid fired them, just wounding your final leader.
The knob was left with 1 wound left, so he was sitting out there. And then John moved over here and he played Extermination Protocols and he targeted
Clank.
Mr. Clank over here. He's no longer there, as you can see.
Unfortunately.
Just detonated him. Didn't explode. And then as moving over, then we went to the Doom Scythe.
Doom Scythe.
Look at this, people.
Flew over and shot the battle wagon with the death ray, heavy death ray.
3 shots, 3 hits, 3 wounds.
Yep, all went through.
12 damage total. Kaboomy. I didn't explode. And then the war boss had to, he's a war boss. He wasn't going to get out behind. He's going to get out front because he wants a charge. Luckily, I didn't roll a 1 and die. That would have been horrible.
Rolled a 2.
Yeah, rolled a 2. Then where'd we go? Then we rapid fired the war boss.
Rapid fired into the warriors, doing 1 wound.
1 wound. So the war boss is down to 5. And then John had the funness of shooting the monolith.
Yes, the monolith, 3 death rays into Clank. I think I missed the wounds of 2 of them, but I did pretty much. He's down to 3 now.
Down to 3. He's good enough.
Then I had 1 death ray into the final boss of the knobs.
The boss knob died. Just disintegrated.
Yes.
Boom.
And then slightly whiffed on the particle whip.
1 shot. Rolled a 1.
Of a d6, rolled a 1. But I did 3 damage to the truck over there.
Yeah. So that is what I would call extremely healthy round of shooting. The Orks came in. The Orks were peeled back. I still got a couple units. I have the Mega Knobs there coming down. I got Clank over there. Should get into combat. The war boss is fuming. He's mad. Will I bring down this monolith? Doubt it. But I'm gonna try.
You could try.
I'm gonna try. Will I bring down the Death Ray or the Doom Scythe? Probably not. There's not much in this game that can do it. I can do some mortal wounds over there. I can do some shots here maybe on the Docket Jet. But that's about it. I could flame it with the flame or Scorchas, but so I got to decide. I gotta have a think of where I'm going to bring down the Mega Knobs. But ultimately, we did score some points because we're on 4.
Yes.
So that's a 12-point turn for points. So let's get to bottom of turn No, top of turn 2, Orks. Okay, top of turn 2, end of the movement phase. The Orks don't have a lot to work with, but we still have some toys to play with. So what we're going to do, the Orks truck did just kind of a back spin here. Still on that objective, just getting out of that monolith stuff. I still got way ton of destroyers and warriors to deal with, but minimizing the amount of shots that can be put into him while still being on an objective. The Gretchen stayed put on home objective there. Weird Boy Zappit shuffled over. He's angry. He's going to smite that Doomsday right out of the sky. The Daka Jet did a almost 90-degree turn and sped over here. Still allowing to go this way next turn if it's still alive, but they're going to pour some shots into the warriors. Warboss Bloodgut, again, he's fuming. So he actually left this objective, and he's going to go off and just try and claw that monolith and get portaled, exiled away. But it'd be fun. Clank over here, or Clunk, I mean, he's fuming as well. He moved up and is going to, do his stuff. At the end of the movement phase, the Meganobs did come in. I wanted to deal with those destroyers over there, but they're up on that building. That would be a tough charge. So we came in on John's right flank, mine left, and maybe a multi-charge is going to happen here. So that's that, people. Let's get into the psychic phase and see how much damage Weird Boy Zappit can do to the Doomsday. End of psychic phase. Really, the only thing Weird Boy Zappit could do was smite, and he rolled a 9 and a 3 for the smite damage. So the Doomsday is down to
9 wounds.
9 wounds. So let's go to the shooting phase next. It feels like the end of the game here as far as looking at the map. But Orks actually had some things to shoot at. The big shooter here targeted up at the destroyers, heavy destroyers, and did nothing. Over here, however, we started out with the Scorcha on Clunk. Brought down a couple warriors, right? And then the War Boss brought down maybe another warrior. Yes. Ultimately, though, the ones that brought down the warriors were the Meganobs, all with their combi Scorchas. Those warriors are done. Then I had to choose where to shoot the Daka Jet. The Daka Jet actually fired back into the destroyers and only did 1 wound, unfortunately. So that one, with living metal, that heavy destroyer is actually just on 1. So that's it for the shooting phase. Warboss Bloodgut's going to try a charge. These guys are going to try a charge, and Clunk might as well try a charge too. He might roll a 12. You never know. So let's get to that next. So in the charge phase, I attempted, my first charge was Clunk here. He needed 11. John did not overwatch Clunk. I did not roll an 11. Then I came over here and charged with the Meganobs at the monolith. John did overwatch and he got 1/6 on the particle whip and just incinerated one of the Meganobs. They unfortunately rolled 1 under what they needed. They rolled an 8, even with their eerie rerolls. And then the War Boss, as you can see, did go in, and he's in the fight. So we're actually going to get this live on camera just because I think the battle is nearing its end. But let's see how big of a scratch I can put in this monolith. So Warboss Bloodgut, he did call a Wog this turn at the beginning of turn 2. So he's got 6 attacks, from my understanding of the rule. So hitting on 2s, normally it would be 3s, but I believe the Warboss gives himself an aura. So here we go. So all of them hit. Now this is strength 6 times 2, it's strength 12, versus John's monolith is 8. So I just need 3s here. So I dropped 3. Now I'm going to put these 3 off to the side because I do have Brutal but Cunning, so these won't reach the damage step. But 3 of them get through. What's your save on the monolith?
2.
A 2-up save on the monolith. And this is, a Power Claw is -3. So 3, 4, you got 5-up saves.
5 up.
Yep. Saves 1, so put that 6 over here down below, because that didn't reach the damage step. So you took 4 damage there.
All right.
So you are down to a whopping 20.
Yes.
All right, so.
More dice.
Oh, here, yeah. Whoa. There you go. There you go. Whatever you need there.
I'll just keep track. Keep going.
All right, so 4 of them did not reach the damage step, so here we go. The rolls again. Oh. So that is drop 2. And then 3's, whoops, dropped 1. 3's the wound. Double 6 on that wound, so you get a 5-up save.
On both?
Yep.
Nope.
So you take another 4, so that brings you down to 16 wounds to that big old monolith. Now the monolith gets his attacks back.
Yes.
How many attacks you got?
I have 6 attacks.
6 attacks. Okay, I'll rack that up for you. 4, 5, 6. Your weapon skill is what?
6.
All right, 6 is the hit.
Nothing.
All right, so that wraps up the assault phase. Like I said, the orcs are struggling here, but points-wise, we actually did get a healthy 12 in this turn. Let's rack up some of those other points, and then John can do his Necron stuff. Necron's bottom of turn 2 movement phase. Where we go, John?
So the most important thing is that the monolith fell back, and we were looking it up. But with the Titanic rule, he's able to move back or fall back and also shoot. He's going to shoot probably the war boss and probably the Mechanized behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I haven't decided just yet.
Okay.
The Doom Scythe went to a turn over the truck. Gonna try to take that out. The destroyers came down towards the truck, grabbing that objective. Gonna try to shoot him off of it. The back warriors moved up, while the warriors here on this objective veiled over there and is going to shoot the weird boy in the back.
Yes, awesome movement from the Necrons. It's very nice to see this army working the way it does. So, no psychic phase, but at the end of the movement phase, you can do your Harbinger of Destruction. 3d6 on 4-ups. I take mortal wounds.
3d6. I said 3.
Yeah, one more. All right, so one mortal wound on the weird boy. Let's just take a dice over here and do that. So then we'll head into the shooting phase, and John will have a think, and we'll be right back. John is going to start out with the Doomsday, and he's going to target back into the truck. Death Ray first up, and then he's going to shoot the Gretchen with the Tesla.
All right, hitting on 3s for the heavy death ray.
Yes, 3 shots. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, that's twice in a row now. All hits.
Strength 12.
Strength 12. Trucks, I believe, are toughness. Toughness 6. So you are winning on 2s, good sir. Boom, boom, boom. Minus
4.
Minus 4 will rip right through me, and that right there is a dead truck. So let me roll a dice. On a 6, I explode. Nope, on a 1. If I did explode, I probably would have played the careen rule and careened right into those destroyers, but I did not. So here we go. Boom. All right, now John can rack up the what is it called? The
Twin Tesla Destructors.
Tesla Destructors. And he's shooting back into the Gretchen.
Heavy 10.
Heavy 10. So 10 shots. You're going to be minus 1 to hit because I am in the industrial structure.
Yes.
So 4s, I believe.
You got 4s. Ooh, that's
we dropped.
That's a rough one.
6. Okay, dropped 6. 4 of them.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so you're going to need 2s for this.
2s. All 4 hit.
All 4 hit. And I believe. Yeah. There was an. Yep. Okay.
There were no 6s.
No 6s, yeah. I was just going to say.
1 damage each.
1 damage each. No. Yeah, because these are.
No AP.
These are T3. So I don't get a save. So it's 4 die. They're 7. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. 4 dead. Put them off to the side. What's up next?
Then while we're over there, those 2 front destroyers will shoot into the Gretchen as
Makes
well.
sense. And then I believe your closest target is Bloodgut.
Yeah, for the heavy.
For the
He's
heavy,
going to
yeah.
shoot into
Makes sense.
a Bloodgut.
All right, so we'll do the 2 regular Locust destroyers across here into here.
That's 6 shots for those 2.
6 shots.
Hitting on 3s, -1, so 4s?
Hitting on 4s because of industrial,
Right.
and then rerolling 1s because of hatred.
Yes.
So no 1s. Dropped 3. All right, and then 2s to kill. So 2 more dead. They'll probably run, but 4 left alive.
All right.
Okay.
Then we got the heavy into Bloodgut.
Yeah, 1 shot, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of hatred.
Ooh.
There's a hit. And this is strength 9, I believe.
Strength 10.
Oh, strength 10. Even better. I believe Warboss Bloodgut is toughness 6, so you don't double him out, but 3's to wound. Okay, you wound him.
-4.
All right, so I'm going to need my 5-up invo save. Here we go. Nothing.
D3 or 3D3.
3d3. Okay, so here we go. So 3, 4, 5, 6 damage total. I got nothing to stop that.
No invo?
Well, I got invo, but I failed it.
That's right.
And it says 3d3 for that.
3D3, yeah.
3d3 damage. Look at that, people. So Warboss Bloodgut is dead.
You got shot in the back.
So he scratched the monolith, but ultimately died. So you gotta love that. Well, that was a good placement on the heavy destroyer. You know, when the orcs have really not many left alive, you can't really hide your characters. So what's up next? These guys, I don't think have a target anymore. Well,
no, I don't
maybe
know
over
if
there,
they have range.
24 inches.
Okay, we'll check. 24. I would say no.
Not quite.
No, you're just out.
Okay. So they're out, but the monolith can fire up its shots.
Yes, that one. I think I'm going to go with everything into these boys back here.
Yes, the Meganobs are hiding back there.
Yes, they're scary.
Okay.
And they're closer.
They are closer. Yeah. So we have 4 death rays.
4 death rays.
Those are the guns around. Remember, this is the old vintage monolith. It's not the new one. So, but after this battle, I might have to buy a new one.
It's a great model.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
1,000 points, it's a little tricky to get into it, but as you can see here, well, this is a shooting army versus an assault army, and we know how that goes. But, yeah, 2,000 points would be good, a definitely good thing. So
we'll do 4 death rays into them.
Okay.
All hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s normally, so 4s through the industrial structure. So we drop 2.
Drop 2.
Do we want to reroll?
I'm going to try doing a reroll.
Okay, we got a reroll coming up. All right, so converted that to a hit. And these are toughness 5 versus your strength 10. So
Strength. No, this is a death ray.
Oh, death ray, sorry.
Yep, this is 9.
9. So this is 3s.
Cool. Ooh,
So drop
that's
2.
1.
This is my 4, -4.
-3.
-3. So I still get some saves. Look at that, people. Look at that. All right. So a 2-up save. So -3, 3, 4, 5. 5-ups. Nope, still good. So
It's a D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. So no matter what, one guy's dead. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Pew. Disintegrated.
We got 2 Meganobs left. Here's the particle whip. D6 amount of shots.
Yes.
John's been rolling low on the D6s, but
Unfortunately, but that's okay. 3 shots.
That's all right. So hitting on 4s.
They have 4s.
Because of the cover. So 2 hits. Strength awesomeness.
Strength 12.
Strength 12, so 2s to wound.
Cool.
Double 6s. All right.
It's a -3.
-3.
3 damage.
3, 4, 5. 2 5s would be nice. Not 2 1s, though. They're dead. Cleared them out. All right.
And then the last one I have is my Veil, far back.
Yeah, so John came over here, and he veiled. So you want to maybe get the kill with the Plasmancer first?
Yeah, we can do that one.
All right, so I think that's a D3 shot with the Plas Lance.
Yes. Can we double check?
It'd be interesting.
Yes, a D3.
Yeah. So you go ahead.
Right.
I believe you're hitting on 3s, right?
I rolled a 6, so that's 3.
Yep, 3 shots.
Strength 7.
3 shots. So you got to roll the hit first.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yes. So it's on 3s.
3s, yep.
Ooh, drop 2.
Drop 2. So 1 through. You said strength 7, toughness 5. So 3's the wound. Still wounds. AP something good, I think. -2.
AP minus 3.
-3. All right, so that goes through me. I don't have any impulse save.
2 damage.
2 damage. So 5 wounds. So we're down 2. This guy took a wound already from the Harbinger. So 3 damage total. I am down to 2 wounds left. All right. So now we have 10 rapid firing. No, not 10. How many?
It's 11.
11. So 22 shots to chip off poor old weird boy Zappet.
All right.
Hitting on 3s.
Taking out the misses.
Dropped 6.
Yep, looks like it.
Okay, and this is 4 against 5, so 5's needed.
All right. We'll see if we can do it.
I think you can. Odds say you can.
5s, you said?
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. All right, you only need me to fail 2 of these. I do have a reroll, and this is -1.
-1.
So, actually, I think these go through me, because I have a 6-up normal save. Yeah, these go through me, so you kill me. All right, people. That's another kill. And John does have grind them down, so he's definitely getting points for that. So, what do the Orks have left alive? We have a Daka Jet, and we have a very poorly wounded Death Dread. So, this will be a short game. Let's head into... Oh, no, we have Gretchen. We'll roll that off screen, but they'll more than likely run, I think. I might have to pay 2 just to keep them in the fight. All right, so let's head into turn 3.
Turn 3.
It only took 2 turns for the Necrons to dismantle the Orks. Top of turn 3, Orks, movement phase. I did only score 4 points here. At the end of the turn, I didn't want to lose the Gretchen for morale because that would have been an auto fail. So I spent 2 points to keep them in the fight. To auto pass their morale. In the movement phase, the Gretchen stayed put. The Daka Jet flew over here. Going to do a strafing run on that because that's really all I can shoot at this point. And then having a think over here, John's still going to score his 12 for primaries. There's no way I can knock these 2 off of the primaries. So he's going to have 4, 8, and then more than me because I'm only on the 1 over there. But if I go over here, at least I can test this one and I can scratch the paint more on the monolith. So that's what we're going to do in the shooting phase. Let me rack up the shots in the Daka Jet onto the warriors over here. So it's just a regular Daka Jet 4 dice. It is getting its rapid. Yeah, the Daka. So 6 shots per. Let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Boop, boop, boop. So that's 1, 2, another one, and another one. So I think I'm going to do this in 2 rounds.
All right.
Okay. So hitting on 5s. Ka-chow. So first round, I only got 2 hits there. second round of firing, just because my hands aren't big enough. Pacha! Oh, there's hits.
Much better.
So 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, he doesn't like you. Okay. All right. So we got a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This is strength 6, I believe, against your 4, so it'll be 3s. Dropped 3. That was healthy. And then these 3, since I'm bad moons, are an additional -1
Okay.
to the AP, and then 5 there. So let me just pull up my stat card here, make sure I'm doing everything right. Because again, I play a lot of armies, so I don't memorize everything. Yep, we did strength 6 -1 on these. So that's a 5 up for those.
Keep going.
So 4 fall so far, and then these are -2, so 6s. So a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fall. But since I'm done shooting, then you can reanimation protocols. So 5s will save you.
Nothing.
2.
Oh, no.
So 2, yeah. So a total of 5 fell. So I brought them down to 6.
1, 2,
All right.
3, 4,
So I might as well.
5.
The Death Dread Clunk over there, he is going to scorcher the side of that monolith. D6 shots on the monolith. Here we go. Ka-cha. 3 auto hits. Remind me the toughness on the monolith.
8, I believe.
8, yeah. So I think I'm gonna need 5s. Here we go. 1 wound on the monolith.
2 up. Any AP?
-1.
So 3 up.
He takes it like a pro, as a monolith should. Okay, so that's it for the shooting phase. The Gretchen are out of range to shoot. So let's head right into the charge phase. John, if you don't mind measuring up that charge for Death Dread Clunk over there. Maybe I'm hiding the
That's over there.
tape measure. It looks, my mind's eye says that's a 5-inch charge.
I will overwatch.
Okay, yeah, might as well.
Yep, 5.
5. Okay. So John's going to spend 1 CP to Overwatch, because, yeah. And then we have 4 Death Rays. Hitting on 6s. Please no 6s.
All 6s.
The final charge of Death Dread Clunk. You can re-roll that one. Okay.
Nope.
And then the Particle Whip D6 shots.
Oh.
Oh, the dreaded 1.
Can I reroll that?
Can you re-roll that? I think you can. Let me check real quick. Command re-roll. It says, yes, you can.
I will re-roll.
So spending another CP down to 1.
I use a different one.
3. Oh, that's better than 1.
And
It's 2 better than 1.
And a 6. That's what I want.
You got a 6. Okay, 1 6. And that is, I always ask, what is it?
12.
12. So 3's the wound. Roll a 1 for me, John. All right. So that wounds me -3.
3.
I get a 6 up save. Come on, Death Dread Clunk. 6 up. I'm going to re-roll that because I got the points. Oh. And that does 4?
3.
3. And I
You
have
have 3.
I have 3. Do I blow up? Oh, I saw that 6. All right. So Clank is sadly just gunned down by the monolith. So that's that, people. I'm going to call it there. It is a game over. John will win this game. At first, I was doing good with points, as usually the Orks do, because you do kind of push up the field. But as you saw, the Necrons, it's shooting versus close combat.
Yeah, I know.
It always happens in 9th edition, 8th edition, 7th edition. Shooting always beats the close combat stuff. Now, I will say this. It's still a pretty tough Ork list if I would have got to you. And I did get to you.
You did.
That was just unfortunate rolls and fortunate rolls for you on there. Would that have changed, though? It really wouldn't. Even if I had knocked that unit off, you still had a plenty of backup, and you would have still... It would have been a very similar result, I think, in the end of the game. Awesome to see the monolith.
Yeah, I like it.
It is a very cool, very pricey, but very hard to.
It's very scary.
Yeah. Again, against an assault army, there's less things going into it. Against a shooting army, the monolith will probably fall a lot faster.
Yeah.
But still scary. I mean, it's still putting out a lot of shots. I've seen better shots, but with 24 wounds,
Yeah.
you're sticking around.
Right.
So who would you give it to? MVP of the Necrons.
Oh, that's difficult. I would have to give it to the monolith. I think the monolith killed the most things.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. MVP of the round for the Orks, there's not much. Nothing really happened. I'm going to have to give it to the Mechanized because they actually did wipe out a unit in one turn, so I'll give it that. If they would have made that charge, I had 3 charges. I failed 2 of the 3.
Yeah, these 2.
You're right. If I had have gone into that monolith on this side, and this side, with all those power claws, you never know. I could have at least maybe bracketed it down, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't happen. Sad to see Blood Gut gunned down like that in cold blood, but
I wanted to use the particle whip on him.
Yeah.
I didn't think the gauze cannon would have done it.
Yeah, but this is a solid 1,000 point list, I think, for Necrons. Even with the monolith, taking a lot of that points. And good movement actually still for the Necrons because jumped back. You got board control. Purge the Vermin was good to have. Bring it down was good to have, and grind them down was good to have. So all the secondaries were really good as well. So thanks for the game, John. That was fun.
Yeah.
Sorry on camera. I should have been filming the dice rolls. I knew this was going to be a short game. I should have just filmed them from the beginning, but we picked it up towards the end there. So next battle report, we have actually one coming up this Thursday against Thousand Suns. So that it'll be Necrons versus Thousand Suns. So that should be another fight to see what happens. Will I bring the monolith? Probably not. I'm more of a destroyer guy, but again, it was nice to see all this happen. And on a cool orc board. I think the Necrons have cleansed the orcs from this sector.
For now.
For now, we'll be back.
They'll be back.
Right? Because we still have some Gretchen alive,
Yes.
All right. See you in the next one.